a bootlegkev.com exclusive.
Yo, it's Power 98.3 where hip hop lives, man. Bootleg Kev, I'm chilling right now, man. This is kind of a big deal to me because this is the first hip hop tape I ever owned in my life. Was Creeping on a Come Up. I got all 5 members of Bone Thugs and Harmony in studio right now.
Man.
That's right, man. I remember, when I was a kid, I used to cop every solo album. Thug Mentality, Heaven's Movie, man, everything, man. So, it's definitely an honor to have all 5 of y'all in the same room, man. I'm glad to see you guys are back to working together.
Oh, yeah. You ain't get that Thug by Nature?
Of course, man. I had the Bone Brothers, all that stuff.
All right.
Hey, but I did stay away lazy. I all the high power stuff with all the Vato rappers, I didn't mess with none of that.
Okay, well, it's cool. As long as you supported something, man, I'm greatly appreciative of that there, huh?
Yeah, they're my homeboys.
Hey, so you guys are in town, man. It's the 20th anniversary of the group, correct?
Yes, sir.
20 years anniversary of us professionally recording. It's been way longer than that,
Now, is that including like Bone Enterprises, like the Faces of Death joint?
Yeah, you got to include Bone Enterprise. You know what I mean? That was our first real major professional package album that we did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole span, 20 years of us getting it in, man.
Hey, so you guys are all gonna be on stage tonight, man. Of course, you guys did the Rock the Bells, which I saw was crazy historical. What can people expect, man? I mean, I know a lot of people. You guys have fans that are like diehard fans that want to hear like random album cuts and like random solo records. You guys keeping it pretty simple with just playing the hit records?
Sir. That's what we want to tell everybody tonight. Make sure you dig in your crates before you come to the show, because you never know what songs we're gonna do, and we want crowd participation.
Yeah, I mean, then it's all of us, man. So we're gonna switch it up. You know what I mean? So a lot of songs may have 3 or may have 4. You know what I mean? But we're gonna concentrate basically on the all 5 live, and making sure we all shine as a unit. You know what I mean? And give our fans, each one of us, that they've been missing. You know what I mean? Because last time I think it was me, Wish, and Cray. No Busy did me, Flesh, and Wish, and Cray, me, Flesh, Wish, and Busy. So, it's all of us, man, and we want to give them as much as we can before they cut the lights on in the building,
Hey, for real, like, that's one thing. Like, a lot of times you guys come to certain cities, it'll be like 3 of you guys or 4 of you guys. It's even so damn hard to get all 5 of y'all in the same place at the same time. It's like a big deal.
Yeah, man, it's that star power, man. You know what I mean? It's like it's such a monumental event when we all together, man. We get so excited to be around each other, and we just click, man, for no odd reason, just because we fam and we family like that. But it's always a monumental event when it's all 5 of us. It's always some good bread involved. It's always everybody's individual followers that follow everybody, all of it together. It's just beautiful, man,
Hey, you guys, of course, have gone through, you guys, is like, ups and downs with each other as far as, breaking up, getting back together, you know what I'm saying? What is the key to keeping all 5 of y'all together, once and for all?
I think it's honesty, and, what the people don't understand outside of what we do is, man, we really are like a crew. Like, we can really talk about each other and get mad with each other and all that cool stuff, and still not really be hype, against each other. Sometimes the people around us or the fans will see us say something about one of our brothers, and then, take it upon themselves to, act like it's such a big problem. But my buddies can call me any name in the book. I know that they care about me over and beyond any name or any of this business stuff and all of that, because when it comes down to it, like Lazy always tell me, first one of us that happens to go, we gonna all be there to carry the casket, and that's the only thing that counts. So we gotta be together up until that point and care about each other. So that's how we love one another as a unit and as bros. It's like we together until death, like, for real.
For real. Yo, I know you guys have each kind of had, your own like separate kind of movements. I know Crazy, you had Thug Lion. Is that still your the indie label you're pushing to?
No, it's basically I changed the name like a couple years ago to the Life Entertainment.
Okay.
So that's basically what I've been pushing. Got a clothing line, the Life Apparel, and man, just been doing all kind of stuff. So I mean, like we still got our our individual grind on what when it comes to the Bone situation. Everybody come together and we just put in the work and get it done.
You guys working on any new projects? As I know, there's supposed to be Art of War a new Art of War coming out for what I read. Maybe that's a rumor.
That's tentatively right now. Right now, we got some new stuff. We're working on a couple of ciphers and a couple of singles and everything. As you know, the one released the new remix with Game Celebration.
Right.
We got that, and even myself, I've been working on a couple of the anything. While gearing up to do what we doing as Bone Thugs and Harmony. Flesh and Bone Global just released a new group called the Duct Tape Gang on iTunes right now.
Oh, word.
Released mixtape called Duct Tape Everything, so it's pretty cool. Other than that, we've been focusing on the road. Kicked off Rock the Bells in the summertime. We've been on the road ever since, every weekend, and we gearing up to get in there and crank out some new music right now. We got a lot of stuff brewing, a lot of ideas brewing right now.
Hey, I know. When I was when I was younger, I used to always, when you guys would drop DVDs behind the scenes, you guys record albums and stuff. You guys have like a really interesting and cool process. It seems like it's an event to be in the studio with you guys. You know what I'm saying? What is the creative process to have 5 MCs? You know what I'm saying? 5 different personalities to all kind of get on the same page to do an album or to do a joint.
I mean, really,
it's hard.
No, really, it ain't hard, man. It's natural, man. It's like we done had the same chemistry together for over a couple decades. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we automatically fall into the vibe.
Yeah.
It's no telling, what's gonna spark an idea. You might have Cray in the studio, chorus line and some things, or B come in, drop a verse, and or just somebody walk through and say something, it might spark a song. So. It's just energy flying. When you got 5 creative people as creative as we are, it's like energy is flying off the walls.
Right.
It's like when we did Thug Love, like Pac energy matched Bone Thugs and Harmonies. He hype off the hook, creative. We discussing things. We talking about life, what's going on in the world. You know what I mean? And that's basically where we get our ideas from, man. And we want to say, rest in peace to everything that happened this morning.
Yeah, for sure. I was going to ask you guys about that.
Connecticut, our thoughts and prayers go out to them children, because that's what we stand for, man. We all got kids.
It's an evil world, man.
Man, it's terrible out here, man. And, without getting political, we're going to see them at the crossroads, man. And we're going to definitely send that shout out
on stage tonight?
For that. For
that
cause, man.
Indeed, man, indeed. You guys have worked. You just mentioned working with Tupac. You guys are like, I want to say the only artists to do a joint with Pac and with Biggie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Big Pun too.
And Big Pun and Easy.
And Mr. J
and
do some stuff.
And Easy.
It's kind of when you think of that's 5. Yeah, EJ, Jam Master J, Big Pun, Pac. I think it's a couple more on that list too, but yeah.
I mean, what was the Biggie? I think a lot of times, I know everyone knows Biggie don't write his he didn't write his stuff down. He just got in the booth and did his thing. But what was it like, man, vibing with him in the studio?
It was off the hook, man. We got pictures, man, that that immortalized the situation, man. But it was good, man. Where everything was green in the studio. You know what I mean? Big cognac, big trees and everything, man. We had a relationship with Biggie, though. You know what I mean? From prior things, when going to New York and just seeing them from here and there and things like that. So we was already forming a relationship with him and Lil C's, the whole Junior Mafia. So we was tight.
That's dope, man.
You know what I mean? And then that night he didn't do his rap that night. We actually didn't even get to hear it until after he was deceased, man. So that was like the very first person that flipped the flow and did his did his Bone Thugs.
He did his Bone Things thing and he did it his way, yeah.
And it was a compliment. More so than anything because it came from Biggie.
Indeed, I think it's kind of prevalent too lately, man. I feel like there's a lot of artists who kind of taken the harmonizing and the singing and all of that. I know Crazy. I hear Crazy Bone influences a lot in new artists. What is that like, man? Because I know you guys been in the game 20 years deep, but I really lately have been hearing a lot of to me at least, I hear a lot of Bone in a lot of these new cats.
I mean, well, I look at it like this, it's like after so many years, it's kind of like become a staple in hip hop, and it's kind of not really even looked at like Bone Thugs and Harmony really started it. because it's so very, very accepted, and it's kind of like the secret that everybody knows but really won't say it or don't want to give credit or something. It's just really a crazy energy around that whole thing, as opposed to everybody else that initiates some sort of a style. But at the end of the day, I believe that we all are happy that it's out there, that people can feed their kids. And I think that we've all kind of accepted that we've done something for hip-hop, and we've added to hip-hop, and we haven't just usurped from the people and just took their money and didn't give anything back to the culture. I think that we gave something back, and that's how I look at it, and I try to preach it around my family members so we can all stay on that level. But none of us have no hate in our heart. Ain't none of us bitter. We ain't mad at they skinny jeans or nothing like that. We ain't even mad. We know what it is in the soiree, and we just want the young cats to grow. So what's the brother's name that I like? Craybone, ASAP Rocky ASAP. That guy right there is off the hook. Mr. Lamar is off the hook, and all the young guys that's coming up. So we all love it, as artists ourselves.
That's somebody ASAP.